Hello friends, Tanya here, and I am pulling out the party balloons for this video. There are several balloon themed products that came out in the latest Trinity Stamps release. We have the Celebration Balloon Dies, the Foil and Cut Party Balloons, and the Balloon Celebration Stencils. These all coordinate, and the stencils have multiple layers, and they will work with all of the different sizes and shapes of the Celebration Balloon Dies. The Celebration Balloon Dies coordinate with the Foil and Cut Party Balloons. Now, this party balloon was foiled with the Foil and Cut set, and it was die cut with the Foil and Cut die. And if you wanted to die cut that balloon a little tighter, you could use one of the dies from the Celebration Balloon Dies. Now, when I did this, I had die cut the larger balloon shape from a piece of scratch paper, laid that over my foiled balloon, and then put the smaller die over the top to get it centered on there perfectly. There are so many sizes of balloons here. You could do all kinds of projects with this. And you can use these stencils to stencil on a piece of paper and then die cut your balloons, or vice versa. Or you could just stencil the balloons. And that largest balloon, one of these days, I am going to take and make a shaped card with that. Here are a whole pile of different balloons that I have foiled and cut. And we're going to make an Independence Day card today. I'm taking the heart-shaped balloon from the stencil set, and I'm stenciling it first with festive berries, and I'm just going to do 2 of these balloons. Make sure you mask off your areas, or you end up with a little bit of extra ink where you don't want it, because Trinity Stamps packed so many different stencilable pieces on these that you can easily over ink if you don't mask off. Masking is very easy, and it really saves you the trouble of restarting your project. Now, I do end up flipping this paper over and doing exactly what I'm doing right now, minus the over stenciling. Now, I've laid out a bunch of balloons on this piece of cardstock, and I'm deciding how I want to cut them down. So I pull out one of the modern embossed A7 stack and lay that down on it and decide which size I want. Then I die cut that, and I also die cut a piece of white, shimmery white cardstock to act as a mat. I debated lots of different colors, but stuck with white. I really wanted to do this on a black background, but I couldn't figure out how to make the balloon stenciling stand out on the black. So we went with white. There is a fireworks stencil in the Trinity Stamps store too, if you're interested in that. I will include that in the link description box below. I'm just placing all of our balloons on the front of the card. I had planned where I wanted them, and loosely they go where I want them, or had originally planned them. I do have to trim a couple of these larger balloons to get them to fit on here appropriately, since I have already glued that long skinny balloon down. And I'm adding layers of cardstock and coaster blank behind these to get a little extra dimension. I love all these different foils. The foil and cut works fantastic. I did just finally get my hands on some of the hammer mill cardstock that everyone's been raving about for the last year. And I think for me, it's been a game changer. I have gotten good results with lots of different kinds of cardstock, but this has been the easiest by far. I am so excited. Well, other than the Spellbinders one. Now we're taking the Simply Sentimental Happy set, and we're going to take the largest happy word and heat emboss this in some, I think it's liquid platinum by Ranger, whatever color you would like. I just wanted a sterling silver-ish colored embossing powder. And we'll emboss that on some white cardstock. This is just a scrap that I pulled from my scrap bin. And we'll get that all nice and raised and shiny with our heat tool. And I sped this up way faster than it is, although heat embossing does not take a lot of time. Next, we're taking some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink to stamp the sentiment. And we'll use the coordinating Happy die and then the long skinny die that works with all of the sub-sentiments in the Simply Sentimental line, and that one is from the Simply Sentimental U. I've added some coaster blank behind this Happy, and I'm going to line that up nicely. And I'm pretty sure I got that straight. You can pull out a T-square ruler if you want to get that perfectly straight, but I think I did a pretty good job. I did debate putting that sub-sentiment right over the top of Happy, but decided that under it was just fine. We're going to add a little bit of extra dimension behind the tail to make sure that lines up nicely. Now, I don't know about you, but 4th of July has always been full of lots of fun, and I wanted this to have some extra sparkle, so I pulled out some of these embellishments. We used to get together every year on the 4th of July at my dad's house, and we'd have water balloon fights and fireworks and grill. I've gone to my brother's home, the town he lives in, and done some fun things there too. They generally have a parade and a festival, like a carnival. We have a carnival here in my hometown in the over the 4th of July weekend. There's always lots of fun things to do. I haven't sent cards for Independence Day, but I might do it this year just to remind family of all the fun we've had together, even when we can't be together now. It's harder to get together as a large group of family because everyone's kids are starting to grow up and you've got grandkids that you want to do things with or your own children. It's a great time to travel. There's lots of fun places to go and fun things to do. I wanted this card to be really fun and really festive. Now, these balloons would work for any occasion. Balloons are just, you look at a balloon and you think happy. How can you not? I really enjoyed making this card, and I think I could make it for several other occasions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please take a moment to do that now. If you're interested in any of the products that I used today, check that description box below. And until next time, here's a couple more videos I thought you might enjoy. Bye-bye.